So for the lines, we have three equations of lines. Number one, we have vector equation of lines. Vector equation, we have R equals to R naught plus dV. This is the vector equation of lines. And then we also have parametric equations of line, where we have x equals to x naught plus at, y equals to y naught plus bt, and then z equals to z naught plus ct. And then number three, we have symmetric equations of line, where we have x minus x naught over a equivalent to y minus y naught over b equals to z minus z naught over c. Okay, so basically, in order to form the equations of line, we need to have two things. Okay, you need to have these two informations, which are, number one, you need to have a point P naught. Okay, point P naught, which is denoted as x naught, y naught, and z naught. And then you need to have a parallel vector. Okay, parallel vector V. Okay, so V is actually A, B, C lah. Okay, that's the two informations that you need to form the equations of lines. Okay, now equation of planes. Right, sama juga guys. For equation of planes, you need to have two informations here in order to form the equation for the line. Number one, again, you need a point P naught. Sama lah, x naught, y naught, and z naught. And then another one is you need to have normal vector. Okay, kalau tadi lines, we need to have parallel vector. But for the planes, we need to have normal vector. Or sometimes we call it as orthogonal or perpendicular. Benda yang sama lah. Orthogonal or perpendicular. So we denote the normal vector as normal vector n. Okay, kita ada, tadi ni, yang ni ABC AB pula. ABC macam tu. Yang ni pun samalah A, B and C. Okay guys, actually we also can write the vector as IJK. Sekejap kalau saya tambah ni. Okay, vector, we can use A, B, C like this. Okay, this is called a sharp bracket ataupun acute bracket. Benda yang sama lah. This is for vector. Or you also can write the vector as this one. AI plus BJ plus CK. Macam tu. So this is two notations for vector lah. Sama ada you can use the sharp bracket yang atas ni, or you can denote your vector as I direction, J direction and K direction macam ni. Okay, benda yang sama lah, it's up to you. Okay, which one you comfortable to use? Either the first notation or the second notation. Ini bentuk penulisan vektor Alright, so now for equations of plane, dia berbeza, different with line. For equation of plane, you will have the formula is like this, n dot r minus r naught. Macam ni. This is the formula of a plane. Right? But I would rather suggest my students to use this formula. Equation of plane can also be written as this one. Ax plus by plus cz plus d equals to 0. where D is actually negative AX naught. Tak muat, sekejap. Ke bawah lah. Where D equals to negative AX naught plus BY naught plus CZ naught. Macam tu. So you can use the first formula or the second formula. Actually, the second formula comes from the first formula lah. Right? Dia asal-usul daripada yang formula dot product ni. Sama je sebenarnya. Tapi yang ni dia lagi clear lah, nampak. Second one ni. Okay. What else? What you need to know? Okay, if you are given two lines, ni saya tarik daripada lines ni. From lines. Okay, if you have two lines, let's say L1 versus L2. Kalau misalnya kata macam ni kan, L1 versus L2, maksudnya you are given two lines and you want to test whether the first line and the second line are parallel. Okay, parallel. You need to show that V1 equals to KV2. Okay. You need to find the coefficient of K such that the first parallel vector of the first line is equivalent to the parallel vector of the second line. Okay, so itu cara nak test parallel dia lah. Okay, number two, this is number one. Number two, intersect. You need to find all values of S and T that fulfill all equations. Nanti saya akan bagi contoh lah. Kita akan buat exercise nanti. Okay, ini cara nak test intercept. Number 3, skew lines means not parallel and not intersect. And not intersect. Dia dua-dua tak. Okay, neither parallel nor intersect lah. So there are three cases of two lines. If you are given equation for two lines, there are three cases. Sama ada di parallel, intersect ataupun skew. Okay guys, I'm going to turn on my camera. Can you see me guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say we consider two lines like this. Okay, let's say the blue color is the first line and the red color is the second line, right? So the first line and the second line are said to be parallel if you have something like this, okay, like this, or like this, or like this. Okay, itu maksudnya dia parallel lah. Or it also can be like this. Maksudnya dia arah dia negatif. Macam tu. Okay, so ini maksudnya parallel lah, sama direction kan. Okay, macam tu. Boleh nampak Okay, and then the first and second line are said to be intersect. Dia boleh jadi intersect kalau it has the position like this, or like this ke, dia bersentuh kan. Itu maksudnya dia intersect. Okay, and then the first and second line is said to be skew if it has something like this. Okay, dia tak parallel dan dia juga tak intersect. Boleh faham? Okay, imagine it. Dia macam ni. Satu arah sini, satu arah sini. Dia skew. Dia tak parallel dan dia juga tak intersect. Can you understand?
Yes.
Okay. One of the application for skew lines, okay, skew lines, you ever heard about the air traffic controller? Pekerjaan air traffic controller, tahu?
Yes.
Okay, air traffic controller ni dia nak kawal traffic kapal terbang kan, laluan kapal terbang. Dia kena monitor screen, ada satu screen besar, dia kena tengok laluan setiap kapal terbang tu. Okay, so pekerjaan sebagai air traffic controller ni dia kena ensure both of the planes ataupun airplanes ni dia tak boleh jadi intersect lah. Contohnya satu kapal terbang ni pergi ke China, satu lagi pergi ke India contoh. So dia kena make sure dua-dua path ataupun laluan kapal terbang tu skew. Okay, itu pekerjaan air traffic controller lah. Salah satu daripada aplikasi real applications of skew lines. Can you understand?
Yes.
Sebab kalau dia parallel pergi tempat yang sama kan. Tapi kalau dia bertembung intersect, meletuplah kapal terbang tu. That's why dia kena make sure laluan tu mestilah skew lines. Laluan kapal terbang tu baru dia tak bertembung lah kapal terbang tu. Something like that. So that's one of the application of skew lines. Alright, so let's get back to the notes here. Okay, so properties of plane lagi ialah okay, if you are given two planes, let's say plane 1, P1 versus P2. Okay, maksudnya plane 1 versus plane 2 Kalau nak test parallel, number 1, sorry. Tadi line, yang ni plane, number 1 untuk test parallel. Okay, you have to make sure N1 equivalents to Kn2, which means that the normal vector of the first plane should be equivalent to a multiplications of N2. Okay, dia sama konsep macam tadi lah. Kalau tadi lines, dia kena K V2, V1 equals to K V2. Kalau dalam plane, dia mesti N1 equals to Kn2. Alright. Kalau plane, dia simple guys. Dia tak ada skew plane, tak ada Dia tak wujud skew plane sebab konsep plane dia sepanjang-panjang paksi kan. So, kalau dia tak parallel, confirm dia akan intersect lah. Alright, so kalau let's say if you answer any question, if you cannot find any values of K ataupun bila you tengok N1 tak sama dengan Kn2, confirm dia intersect. Okay, maksudnya plane 1 dengan plane 2 dia akan intersect lah. Intersect. Macam tu. Dia lain dengan line. Kalau line dia ada cara testing dia lah. Tapi kalau plane, kalau misalnya kata dia tak equals to Kn2, maksudnya dia intersect. Confirm dia akan intersect. Okay. And then another one, let's say you are given line versus plane. Line versus plane. Kalau kita nak test parallel dia ni, line versus plane, test parallel juga. Sorry. Test parallel. Kalau line versus plane, formula dia adalah V dot N must be equals to 0. Okay. If you are given the equation of line and then you are given equation of plane, in order to test whether the line and plane are parallel or not, you have to do the dot product. If you get 0, then parallel. Kalau tak sama dengan 0, means intersect. Macam itulah. Okay. And then what else dalam subtopik ni? Distance, yes, distance. Distance, last kali kita akan belajar distance between two planes. Okay, distance between two planes. We will have a formula like this. AX0 plus BY0 plus CZ0 plus D divides by square root of A squared plus B squared plus C squared. Macam tu. So this is the summary of subtopic 1.4. Saya buat satu mind map untuk summary dia ni lah. Okay guys, so now let's take a look at exercise 1.4. Okay. Saya delete lah. Okay. Look at the exercises. Jauhnya. Okay. So question number 1. Let's do question number 1B. Oops, sorry. Find parametric equations for the lines through the points. Okay, if you are given 2 points here, right, as I mentioned earlier, in order to find the equations of lines, we need to have 2 things, isn't it? Kita perlukan 2 benda. Satu P0, satu lagi kita perlukan apa? Nak cari equation for line?
Parallel vector.
Parallel vector, yes, very good. We need to have V. Okay, so in this case, you are given 2 points. Ada 2 titik, but you are not given any parallel vector. So now we need to find the parallel vector. Okay, let's say I solve question 1B. Question 1A quite easy, just to coordinate. So we proceed to question 1B. First, find the parallel vector. The parallel vector V lah. Okay, so in order to find the parallel vector V, let's say we declare P0. Okay, you choose P0 from the 2 coordinates. Let's say we have P0 equals to -2, 3, -4. Okay, and then P1. Okay, saya denote sebagai P1. Titik yang kedua ni adalah 2, -4 and 1. Okay, so in order to find the parallel vector, we start to move from P0 until P1 like this. So the vector for P1 minus vector for P0. Okay, vector for P1 minus vector for P0 lah, macam tu. So P1 is 2, -4 and 1. Saya buat dalam bentuk vektor sekarang ni. Vektor dia minus vector for P0 is -2, 3 and -4. So from here we can have 2 minus -2, we got 4. And then -4 minus 3, we get -7. 1 minus -4 should be 5 lah. Okay, so now guys, this is our A, B and C. Okay, and then P0 kita tadi kita ambil 2, -2, 3, -4. So this is our X0, Y0 and Z0. Okay, so now therefore the equation for the line, we have X equals to X0 plus AT. So X0 is, therefore X equals to X0, ambil balik lah, -2 plus 40. And then Y equals to Y0 plus BT. So Y equals to Y0 is 3 minus 70. And then Z equals to Z0 plus CT. So Z equals to Z0, -4. C adalah 5, so plus 5T. Macam tu. Understand? Boleh guys?
Yes.
Boleh kan? Simple je ni soalan ni. Okay.
Ya, macam.
Alright, so this is the answer for question 1B. Alright, that's it. Dia nak suruh cari parametric equation je kan? Okay. Okay, let's say kalau saya tukar jadi symmetric equation. Symmetric equation. Macam mana ni? Ini parametric equation. Kalau symmetric equation, what happen?
X minus.
X minus or plus?
Minus.
Plus.
Plus.
Plus. Okay, pindahkan je Over what? Over 4. Okay, very good. After that, Y?
Y
Minus 3 over?
-7.
-7. Okay, very good. How about Z?
Plus 4
over
5.
5. Macam tu. Okay. So yang atas ni parametric equation lah. parametric equation. Offline, yang bawah ni symmetric equation. Okay, so read the question carefully in your test. Baca soalan betul-betul. Okay, question number 2. Find 2 points on the line and 2 vectors parallel to the line. Okay. Question, let's take a look at question 2A. 2A tu, what is our P naught? Apa guys, P naught kita? Sudah.
1, negative 1.
Betul lah. Ini kan P naught. Nah, ini P naught. Kan? Ini V kan? So P naught should be 1 and negative 3. Yes, very good. And then parallel vector should be 5 and negative 2 lah. Okay. So we have x equals to 1 plus 5t, y equals to negative 3 minus 2t lah. Macam tu. Okay, find 2 points on the line. 2 points on the line, you have to substitute any values of t. Okay, substitute any values of t. Sebab kita nak 2 titik lagi yang berada pada garis lurus tersebut. Kita dah ada equation lah. So substitute any values of t. Let's say let t equals to 1. And then let t equals to 2 ke. Tak kisahlah let t equals to 10 ke. It's up to you. And sebelum saya terlupa guys, subtopic equation lines and planes ni dia boleh jadi banyak solution dia bergantung kepada nilai yang you pilih. Alright, dia ada banyak solution sebenarnya untuk subtopic 1.4 ni. Dia non-unique solution lah. Okay, so let t equals to 1, we will have x equals to 1 plus 5 times 1, we will get 6. Y equals to negative 3 minus 2 times 1, we will get negative 5. So satu titik, 6 negative 5. Ini titik yang pertama. Kalau kita let t equals to 2, we will have x equals to 1 plus 5 times 2, kita akan dapat 11. And then y equals to negative 3 minus 2 times 2, we will get negative 4, negative 3, negative 7, isn't it? So dapatlah 11, negative 7. So kalau you ganti-ganti sama dengan 10, jawapan you lain lah. Tapi itu tak betul lah. Understand?
Yes.
Faham guys? You can substitute any values of t. Okay, lagi you nak 2 parallel vectors. 2 vectors that parallel to the line. Okay, dalam case kita ni, our V parallel vector, parallel vector V equals to 5, negative 2. Okay, so how do we find another parallel vector? Macam nak cari? Apa kita buat? Guys, tadi kan macam ni, V1 equals to KB2 kan, something like that kan. Ni, test parallel ni, penat saya buat tadi mind map ni. Ni. Test parallel. Itu kan formula dia kan. So, so you darab je lah. Let's say ni you punya V2. So let's say let K equals to 2 for example. So another vector should be 2 times 5 negative 2. So you all akan dapat 10 negative 4 lah. Macam tu. Ataupun you nak let K equals to 1/2 pun boleh. Okay, tak kisah. Nak let K equals to negative values pun boleh. Let's say negative 3 for example macam tu kan. Sebab dia kata dia nak apa-apa vektor yang parallel, tak kisahlah nilai K tu. It can be negative, it can be positive, it can be a fraction. So negative 3 multiplied by 5, negative 2. So we will have negative 15 and 6. This vector, vector ni juga parallel terhadap vector ni. Macam itulah. Sebab kita guna formula ni. This one. Understand? So soalan ni pun boleh jadi banyak solution lah. Bergantung pada nilai yang you ambil. Understand guys? For question number 2. Okay.
Yes.
So next, find the symmetric equations of the line that passing through the points P and Q. Ni sama macam tadi. Sama je question 3 ni. So PQ, first kali you kena cari apa ni? Soalan nombor 3 ni, apa yang tak ada dalam ni? Dapat je soalan, dalam test nanti you highlight dulu keyword dia. Line. Lepas tu dia nak symmetric equations. You are given 2 points right now, P and Q. So apa yang tak ada dalam ni?
Vector.
Vector, yes. So you kena cari parallel vector. Q minus P lah. Macam tu Question number 4 pun simple. Dia dah bagi you, this is your P naught and this is your V lah. Okay, next question number 5. That is parallel to the line. Question number 5 ni macam mana? This one is P naught kan? That is parallel to the line. So kita kena ambil V kita apa? P naught dah ada dah, dia dah bagi dah.
Negatif 3.
Yeah, so V kita adalah yang ni kan, nilai-nilai ni. Negative 3, 1 dengan 2. So our V equals to negative 3, 1 and 2. So form je lah equation. Lepas tu. Okay, so now let's do question number 6. Find the point of intersection for the lines L1 and L2. Macam kita buat soalan nombor 6 ni. Okay, so first of all, let's say saya nak test parallel sajalah, saya nak test parallel. Agak-agak dia parallel tak guys? Try answer me. Dia parallel ke tak? Sudah. Parallel ke tak? Tak payah cari pun guys. Soalan dia tertentu dia suruh cari point of intersection. Confirm lah dia tak parallel sebab dia intersect kan. Betul tak? Dia dah suruh cari point of intersection. Confirm lah dia tak parallel. Saya saja je nak test you punya understanding. Okay, let's say kita nak test juga degil kan. Test juga sama dengan KV2. Bukan degil, rajin dalam test. Tak suruh pun buat juga. Saja-saja. So V1 kita apa? Apa V1 kita?
4.
Okay, kalau you pening, macam ni guys. Kalau you pening, you rewrite balik your L1 sebagai X samalah dengan negative 1 plus 4T. Y equals to 3 plus T. Macam tu. Z equals to 1. And L2 adalah X equals to negative 13 plus 12S, Y equals to 1 plus 6S, and then Z equals to 2 plus 3S macam ni. Okay, so now, dah nampak dah kat mana V tu, bila buat macam ni. So, thus, V1 is, betul lah kawan kita cakap tadi, 4, apa lagi?
1, 1.
Yes, 4, 1, 1 ke?
0.
0, yes, dia tak ada T kat sini kan? No T. So, 0, macam tu, 4, 1, 0, right? Okay, V2 sama dengan apa?
12, 6, 3.
12, 3.
Yes, 12, 6, 3. Okay, good, well done. So here, can you find any coefficients of K such that V1 equals to KV2? Ada tak? Wujud ke nilai K tu? Tak wujud kan? No values of K. Sebab dia tak parallel. So, what happen? Kalau soalan tu tanya test parallel dalam test nanti, since V1 not equals to KV2, thus L1 and L2 are not parallel. Not parallel. Macam ni, not parallel. Nak test intersect lain guys. Kalau plane, yes, plane automatic dia akan jadi, dia tak parallel, dia confirm intersect. Tapi kalau nak test intersect line, ni cara dia. Ni cara dia ni. Find all values of S and T that fulfill all equations. Kalau fulfill, baru benda tu intersect. Okay, jom kita test. Alright, from this question, we will have 3 equations, guys. Okay, from these equations of line, first line and second line, we will have 3 equations. Okay, so equation yang pertama adalah X. Oops, sorry. We have equation for X. Okay, cara dia, you buat macam ni. X equals to -1 plus 40, samakan dia dengan second line. So -13 plus 12s. Okay. Ni saya ambil daripada atas ni. X equals to -1 plus 40, samakan dengan -13 plus 12s. So that is your first equation. Equation number 1. Okay. Equation number 2, Y. Okay, you ambil equation daripada Y lah. So 3 plus T samakan dengan 1 plus 6S. Okay, so this is the second equation. Equation number 2. And the last one, Z. Okay, so equation untuk Z ni adalah 1 equals to 2 plus 3S. 2 plus 3S, okay. So this is the third equation. Okay guys, in order to test whether the two lines are intersect, what you need to do is you have to find all values of T and S that fulfill all equations. Nilai T dan S tu mestilah memenuhi ketiga-tiga persamaan ni. Equation 1, equation 2 and equation 3. So the first step what you need to do now is you have to solve simultaneously 2 equations. So kalau you solve equation 1 dengan equation 2 simultaneously, after you get the values of T and S, you need to substitute in the third equation. Kalau nilai-nilai T dan S itu memenuhi equation ketiga, barulah kita katakan dia sebagai intersect. Okay, tetapi kalau bila you test dia tak memenuhi pun equation ketiga, bermaksud dia tak parallel dan dia juga tak intersect. So what happen guys bila tak parallel dan tak intersect? What happen?
Q.
Skew, yes, very good. Yes, very good. So the two lines are skew. Okay, so now kita nak test. Kita nak solve simultaneous equation. You can choose either two equations lah. Tak semestinya equation 1 dengan equation 2. Okay, kalau you nak solve equation 1 dengan equation 3 dulu pun boleh. Lepas tu test kepada equation yang kedua. Dia mana-mana pair dua dulu Lepas tu test yang kita tak solve tadi lah. Okay, so berdasarkan ketiga-tiga equation ni, you nak solve equation mana simultaneously? Mana lagi mudah guys nak solve?
2, 3.
2, 3, okay. Alright, boleh. So, we solve equation 2 and 3 simultaneously. Okay, we solve equation 1 and 3, 2 and 3 simultaneously. Okay, so from equation 3, memang confirm direct lah kan? So from equation 3, we know that we have, dia direct ni, equals to 2 plus 3s. So 3s equals to 1 minus 2 negative 1. Therefore, s equals to negative 1 over 3, isn't it? So now what we need to do, substitute s. Sebab kita solve equation 2 and 3 simultaneously. So kena substitute s equals to negative 1 over 3 in equation 2 lah. Untuk cari nilai t. Nak cari nilai t pula. So we will have 3 plus t equals to 1 plus 6s. 1 plus 6s, negative 1 over 3. So we will have negative 2. So t sama dengan negative 1. So t equals to negative 4, isn't it? Kan? Kalau saya tersilap bagi tahu Okay, so now kita dah ada dua-dua nilai ni. You tadi you solve equation 1 dengan equation 2 dengan equation 3. So nak test tu dekat mana?
Equation 1.
Yes,
Equation
equation 1. Betul, kita kena test. Betul tak memenuhi tak equation 1 ni? Betul ke kalau ganti nilai t dengan s ni dapat sama nilai dia kiri dan kanan? Okay, so now jom kita test. Test in equation 3. Equation 1. So equation 1 kita ada negative 1 plus 4t. T is negative 4 equals to test. Betul tak? Sama tak dengan negative 13 plus 12s? Negative 13 plus 12s. S apa tadi nilai dia? Negative 1/3. So negative 1 minus 16, negative 17, isn't it? Sama tak dengan negative 13, negative 4 kan? Negative 17.
Sama.
Yes, sama. Yes, okay, same. So yes, intersect. Baru kita boleh declare dua-dua lines to intersect. Understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Kalau dia tak sama, barulah kita kata dia tak intersect. So dalam kes dia, misal katalah tak sama kan. For example, dia dapat negative 17, yang sebelah kanan you dapat negative 10. Misal kata, so not intersect. Since not intersect and not parallel, those lines are skew. Yes, very good. Okay guys, sebenarnya kalau soalan test you exactly macam ni, find the point of intersection, you tak perlu nak test pun parallel dengan intersect sebab confirm dia dah kata intersection. Tapi apa yang saya buat ni just in case kalau soalan tu tak mention, so you kena test satu-satu lah macam yang saya buat ni. Okay, tapi dalam kes kita soalan nombor 6 ni dia dah memang terang-terang cakap dia point of intersection. Get what I mean guys? Boleh faham maksud saya apa yang saya buat ni awal-awal ni?
Faham.
Okay. So now find the point of intersection. Apa maksud point of intersection ni guys? You need to find coordinate. Okay, you need to find coordinate. So nak cari coordinate x, y dengan z. So what we should do? Macam mana nak cari coordinate tu? Macam mana guys? Ganti nilai je lah. Gantilah mana-mana. Kalau you pilih nak ganti dalam L1, you ganti nilai T. Kalau you pilih nak ganti dekat L2, you ganti nilai S. Both will give you the same answer, don't worry. Okay, so let's say kita substitute. Okay, in order to find the point of intersection. Oops, sorry. Let's say substitute T equals to apa tadi T? Negative 4 in L1. So kita akan dapat X equals to negative 1 plus 4T. Siapa tak mute ni? Tolong mute guys. Sebab saya takut jadi bising. And then Y we have mana equation y3 plus t. So 3 plus t, 3 plus t, negative 4, we will get negative 1. And then z kita ada 1 lah. Therefore, the coordinate is negative 17, negative 1 and 1. Macam tu. Okay. Kalau you nak ganti dekat S pun boleh. Kalau you ganti nilai S equals to negative 1 over 3, isn't it? Kalau you gantikan negative over 3 dekat 12 ni, sama juga. You akan dapat koordinat yang sama dengan ni. Negative 17, negative 1 and 1. So it's up to you lah which one easier. Dalam test nanti kalau lebih senang gantikan dekat L2, gantikan dekat L2 lah. Okay? Both will give you the same answer, don't worry. You boleh pilih sama ada nak ganti dekat T ke ataupun dekat S. Understand?
Yes.
Okay. Next, find equation of a plane that, okay ni dah plane dah. Kita go to next question. Nanti saya go to equation of plane. Saya nak go one by one. Okay, ni L, line lagi. Okay, pick which one? A, B, C. You nak choose question number 10. A, B or C? Satu soalan.
C.
Question B. C ke B?
C.
C lah C susah sikit dia negatif kan. Okay, jom kita buat C. Question 10. Nanti baru saya pergi soalan plane Kita go to question 10 dulu, yang lines. Okay, let's say 10C. Question 10C. So, let's say I resketch the graph. Ni X, ni Y. So, let's say negative 3 bawah ni. Negative 3 and atas ni adalah 2. And this is the line. Okay, right now we want to find the equation for this line. Nama line ni L3. Okay, first of all guys, from here we know that this is the coordinate of, ni coordinate apa ni? 0, negative 3, isn't it? And then yang atas ni adalah coordinate 2, 0, kan? Understand? Boleh faham guys? Kita ambil coordinate dulu. Okay. So now let's say you can declare either one as your P naught. It's up to you. As I mentioned earlier, topik ni dia boleh di banyak jawapan. So terpulang pada apa nilai yang you pilih. Okay, let's say I choose my P naught as 0 and negative 3. And P1 becomes the 2, 0. Okay? So right now, in order to find the equation for the line, we need to have the parallel vector. We need to have the V. So I will do like this, P1 minus P0. So we have 2, 0 minus 0, negative 3 like this. So we will have 2, 0, 0 and then 0 minus 3 plus 3 macam tu kan? Okay. Right now, dah cukup lah maklumat kita. So this is our X naught and Y naught. And this is our A and B. Therefore, thus the equation of line is X equals to X naught plus AT. So X equals to apa? 0 kan? 0 plus 2T. So 2T like this. Then Y equals to Y naught plus BT. So Y equals to negative 3 plus 3T. So this is the equation. So kalau you pilih terbalik, berlainan lah pula jawapan dia. Tapi tetap betul, tak kisah. Okay, it depends on the values that you choose. Understand guys?
Boleh.
Alright. So now this equation number 11. Find parametric equations. Sorry, undo. Dia tak detect. Question number 11. Okay. Question 11. Let's say 11A lah saya ambil. Okay, first of all, we have a circle. X squared plus Y squared equals to 25. Okay, so kita ada satu circle. Ini X, ini Y. What's the radius of this circle, guys? Apa radius dia? 5. Yes, very good. The radius is 5. Yes. Okay, 5. So 5, 5, negative 5, negative 5. Okay. It said that the parametric equations of the line is tangent. Tangent to the circle. Okay, apa maksud tangent? Tangent means dy dx equals to dy dx. Okay, we have equation of circle like this, plus y squared equals to 25. So, in order to find the tangent, we need to differentiate everything with respect to x. Okay, so d dx of the left-hand side. And then differentiate with respect to x, the right-hand side, 25. Okay, so differentiate x squared, we will get 2x. Okay, differentiate y squared, dapat apa? 2y dy dx. Macam tu. Okay, and then differentiate 25, 25 just a constant, so you will get 0. Okay, so 2y dy dx equals to negative 2x. Therefore, dy dx equals to negative x over y like this. Okay, next. The question said at the point 4, 3. Okay, kat mana 4, 3 ni guys? 4, 3 ni dia mesti berada pada curve kita, pada bulatan tu. Okay, it must be located on the curve, on the line. So, let's say we denote here as our point 4, 3. Okay, so 4, 3 yang ni, this is our P naught tau. Okay. So, dia mesti macam ni. Alright. Now, the tangent line, okay guys, tangent line kita, let's say we take from here to here. Ini adalah tangent. Okay, tangent line kita. So, tangent macam tu. So, now, at point of 4, 3 tadi ni, kita ada dy dx equals to, okay, x equals to 4, so 4, y equals to 3, alright, macam ni, negative 4 over 3. Okay, cara baca dia ialah, okay guys, tangent vector ni merujuk kepada parallel vector v equals to, macam ni. So, cara baca dia, you goes this way guys. Oops, sorry, saya nak So, 4 adalah in y direction. Okay, y sama dengan 4. And then for x direction is 3. So, we will have v, parallel vector v ni adalah samalah dengan, okay, y adalah 4. So, 4. Ataupun saya buat macam ni lah. Okay, v equals to, okay, I dengan j kan. So, y adalah 4, x adalah 3. Okay, the question now is where we should put this negative. Pada I ataupun pada j. Okay, now look here. Look at this vector. Okay, in order to form this vector, kita kena gerak ke mana dulu guys? I should move to the right or left? Nak dapatkan vektor yang warna yellow ni, ni
Left.
tangent ni, move to the left. Okay, good. So when I move to the left, means the x direction should be negative, isn't it?
Yes.
So move to the left and go move up. So bila move up, y dia positif, x dia yang negatif dalam case tangent kita ni lah. So now, the negative is belongs to what? I or j? I. Very good. So negative 3i plus 4j. Or you also can rewrite your vector v as negative 3 and 4. Okay. So now dah complete dah kita punya ni. Okay, yang ni adalah you all punya x0, y0. And then this one is your a and b. So automatically the equation of line, thus we will have x equals to x0 plus at. So x equals to 4 minus 3t. And then y equals to y0 plus bt. So y equals to y0 is 3. And then b equals to 4t. Macam tu lah. So this is the answer. Understand? Boleh faham guys?
Boleh.
Okay, good. So now, where does the line, ni soalan ni. Ni pun menarik juga ni, question number 13. Copy. Where does the line intersect at? Okay, question 13a. The x-axis. Apa maksud? Okay, you bayangkan, you imagine ada satu line, satu garis lurus. Dan dia intersect pada paksi x. So what happened? Apa clue kita sekarang ni kalau dia intersect pada paksi x? What happened to y?
0.
Yes, y becomes 0. Okay. So to answer this question, soalan dia tanya di mana, where? So we need to find the coordinate lah. Okay, coordinate y kita dah tahu dah, y equals to 0. So you need to find the coordinate x. How do we find the coordinate x? By substitute the values of y equals to 0 inside this equation. So kita ada, since y equals to negative 1 plus 3t, thus y equals to 0 tadi kan? Thus negative 1 plus 3t equatekan dengan 0, therefore t equals to 1 over 3, isn't it? Kan dapat 1/3 lah. Okay, now substitute t equals to 1 over 3 in x. So kita ada x equals to 2 plus t. So 2 plus 1 over 3. So we will have 2 times 3, 6, 7 over 3. Therefore, the point of intersection is apa point of intersection kita? Tengok tu senyap tu, faham ke tak ni? Apa koordinat kita? Soalan ni kan kita nak tanya kat mana kat mana point to intersect. Kat mana ni?
7 over 3.
7 over 3,
7 over 3, 0. Very good. Macam tu lah student saya. Okay. Next, question 13b. 13b, dia kata y axis. So what happened bila y axis?
X 0.
Yes, x equals to 0. Okay, very good. X equals to 0. Apa equation x kita tadi tu? X equals to 2 plus t. Okay, since x equals to 2 plus t, thus 2 plus t equals to 0. So t equals to negative 2 lah. Okay, so substitute in y, let's tambah 3t, in y, so y equals to, mana tadi? Negative 1 plus 3t, okay, negative 1 plus 3 times negative 2. Oh, ada apa ni? Negative 7 kan? Thus, the answer is, the point of intersection is apa pula kali ni?
0, negative 7.
0, negative
Yes, 0, negative 7. Yes, very good. 0, negative 7. Okay. Now, question number 3, the parabola. How to answer this? Any idea from my brilliant student? Macam mana guys? Sudahlah menung fikir ni. Kita punya objektif nak cari nilai T kan? Betul tak? Kita nak cari nilai T. Kan? So macam mana nak cari nilai T? Bila soalan macam ni, masukkan je lah dalam equation. Faham tak?
Oh, substitute Y tu dalam equation.
Yeah, substitute dalam equation. So 13C, we have Y equals to 3 minus X squared. Okay, Y kita ada equation negative 1 plus 3T. So negative 1 plus 3T samakan dengan 3 minus X squared. X apa tadi? 2 plus T. So 2 plus T. Macam tu. So kembangkanlah. Negative 1 plus 3T equals to 3 minus 2 squared is 4 plus 4T plus T squared. Macam tu. So negative 1 plus 3T equals to 3 minus 4 is negative 1 minus 4T minus T squared. So if I rearrange the position of the variables, T squared plus 4T, plus 7T lah kan? And then you all ada equals to 0, isn't it? Negative 1, habis lah. So kita ada, kalau kita factorize, T plus 7 equals to 0. Therefore, T equals to 0 and T equals to negative 7. Ada dua nilai T. So just substitute. Substitute T equals to 0. And then substitute T equals to negative 7. So kalau 0, X equals to 2 plus T tadi kan? Betul. So 2 lah. 2 plus 0 is 2 lah. Y equals to negative 1 plus 3T. So negative 1 plus 3 times 0. So ini 0 equals to negative 1. So the first point of intersection is 2, negative 1. And then the second one, X equals to 2 plus negative 7, kita ada negative 5. And then Y equals to negative 1 plus 3 times negative 7. We get negative 22, isn't it? So negative 5, negative 22. Betul jawapan ya? Cepat tengok sikit. Question number 13C. 13C. Betul lah. 2, negative 1 and negative 5, negative 22. Guys, correction question number 12B, you ada negative dekat situ. Negative 3 minus T untuk question number 12B. Dia ada negatif ni. Typo error. Okay, next question. Jom kita buat soalan lines lah pula. Lines pula. Plane lah. Plane. Okay, so let us do question number 7, equation of plane. Plane passes through the points. We have 3 coordinates here. Copy. Okay, so settle equation of line. Jom kita buat equation of planes. Question 7. Plane that passes through 3 points. Okay, kita ada 3 points kan ni, 3 coordinates guys. So let's say we declare one by one. Let's say I declare P as 3, 2, 1. And then Q sebagai 2, 1 and negative 1. And then R as negative 1, 3, 2. Okay. Equation of plane, kita perlukan apa maklumat untuk equation of plane? Kita perlukan apa guys?
P naught dengan normal
Not
vector.
yes, very good. P naught dengan normal vector. Kita perlukan P naught dan normal vector. Okay, P naught very easy. Kita boleh pilih daripada salah satu titik ni. Okay, so let's say nak mudah kita akan ambil P naught kita sebagai this one lah. Kita ambil ini sebagai P naught. Okay, so now nak cari normal vector. Macam mana cari normal vector? Normal vector, we need to do the cross product. V1 cross product V2. Maksudnya parallel vector daripada PQ ke PR lah. Alright. So V1, we can have parallel vector from P to Q. So Q minus P. Okay, so Q minus P, kita ada Q. Vector untuk Q adalah 2, 1, negative 1 minus 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we will have 2 minus 3 is negative 1. 1 minus 2, negative 1. Negative 1 minus 1. Negative 2, isn't it? Guys, kalau saya tercareless, bagi tahu Awak jangan salin je. Tengok juga, saya takut saya tercareless petang-petang ni, biasalah. Okay, next kita buat cari PR. Okay, vector, parallel vector from P to R. So R minus P. So R we have negative 1, 3 and 2 minus coordinate P is 3, 2, 1. Okay, 3, 2, 1. So we will have negative 1 minus 3 should be negative 4. And then 3 minus 2 is 1. 2 minus 1, 1 lah. Okay. So now, jom kita cari normal vector kita. So V1 cross V2. Okay, it's like this. Oops. Kita akan ada absolute ni. And then we have I, J, K. And then we should put plus minus alternately, like this. Okay, so V1. What is our V1? V1 is negative 1, negative 1, negative 2. Memang negatif ke semua sekali ni? Betul lah. Okay. And then V2 is negative 4, 1, 1. Okay. So the cross product goes this way, guys. Okay, first of all, what you need to do is you have to close the first column. Tutup kolom yang pertama. So right now, we are closing the second and third column. So what happened? Proses dia macam ni. Open the bracket. Negative 1 multiply by 1 minus. Okay, minus 1 times negative 2. Macam tu. Okay, so minus 1 times negative 2. This is for I. Now for J. Untuk J, don't forget we have negative sign. So you can letak negative dekat J. Open square bracket ataupun bracket terpulang lah Okay, close the second column. Tutup kolom yang kedua pula. So we are now closing the first and third column. Okay, cross product antara yang pertama dengan yang ketiga pula. So we will have negative 1 times 1 minus negative 4 times negative 2. Like this. This is for J. Okay, now K plus balik. Untuk K, tutup kolom ketiga pula. Tutup kolom ketiga, you are now closing the first and second column. Okay. So first and second column, negative 1 times 1. Minus apa? Untuk K direction, guys. Minus apa ni?
Negative 4, negative 1.
Yes, negative 4 times negative 1. Okay, very good. K direction. So kita akan ada, jom kita selesaikan Negative 1 minus minus plus 2i minus negative 1 minus 8 J plus negative 1 minus 4k. So kita akan ada apa ni? I minus 9 becomes plus 9j minus 5k. Macam tu. Okay, question number 7. Alright, so now kita dah ada normal vector. So our normal vector is 1, 9, negative 5. Macam tu lah. So this is our A, B and C. Mana tadi P0 kita? P0 kita 3, 2, 1. So this is our X0, Y0, Z0. Okay, saya tulis balik P0, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. This is X0, Y0 and Z0. So now equation of plane. Dia macam ni. AX plus BY plus CZ plus D equals to 0. Where D equals to negative AX0 plus BY0 plus CZ0. Macam tu. Okay, so jom kita gantikan terus. Thus, we have AX. So, AX A1, so X lah. Tambah BY plus 9Y plus CZ. C is negative 5, so minus 5Z plus D equals to 0. Where D equals to negative AX0. So 1 darab 3 plus BY0. So 9 multiplied by 2 plus CZ0. So plus negative 5 multiply Z0 is 1. So we will get negative 3 plus 18 minus 5. 21 tolak 5. We get 16 equals to negative 16, isn't it? Betul tak? So now senyap je guys. You all ni ada ke sekarang saya ni?
26.
26.
Sekejap. Sekejap.
Betul,
16 kan? 18, 3, 21. 21 tolak 5. Should be 16 kan? Negatif kat depan, negatif 16 kan? Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you. So, jom. Therefore, you gantikan je lah nilai D tu. Therefore, the equation of plane is X plus 9Y minus 5Z minus 16 equals to 0. This is the answer. Mana lagi mudah? Equation line ke equation of plane?
Line.
Tak apa. Practice make perfect. Okay, jom. Determine whether the planes are parallel or not. Determine whether the planes are parallel or not. Macam mana? Kalau planes, apa formula dia? Ingat tak tadi awal-awal tadi saya ajar? Apa dia formula dia?
N equal to 0.
Mana? Ini plane sayang. Planes versus plane. Ni. Ni. Ni case kita sekarang ni. Oh, sorry. Ni. Plane versus plane. So, N1 mesti sama dengan KN2 kan? So, jom kita tengok daripada equation ni. Tapi dia ada part tricky sikit ni soalan ni. Kenapa dia tricky? Sebab you kena hati-hati susunan dia tu. The arrangement of the equations. Undo. Okay. Kalau diperhati, dia terbalik tau. Y dengan X tiba-tiba duduk kat belakang kiri kanan macam tu kan. So you kena rearrange balik. So plane 1, we have 4X minus Y minus 2Z plus 3 equals to 0 like this. And then the second plane 2 is X minus 1 over 4Y, isn't it? Minus 1 over 2 Z equals to 0, macam tu. Baru you cari you punya N. So, N1 sama dengan apa guys? Give me the N1. parallel vector for the first plane? Kenapa blur sangat ni? Inilah, ni kan AX plus BY plus CZ, ABC kan? Normal vector kan ABC. So 4,
Yeah,
negative 1,
4.
negative 2 lah kan? How about N2?
1, negative 1,
One,
Yes,
negative
1
1
over
over 4,
4, negative 1 over 2. Okay, ada tak nilai K yang memenuhi equation ni? Is there any values of K such that N1 equals to K N2? 4. Okay, well done. Very good. So, we have N1 equals to 4 N2. Kan? Kalau you tengok. Very good. 4, negative 1, negative 2. Ya ke 4 N2? Salah saya buat ni. Betul lah. 4 times 1, negative 1 over 4, negative 1 over 2. Sama kan? Negative 1,
Yeah.
negative 2.
Yeah,
Okay, kan. So yes, parallel. Macam tu. Dah lah, tu je soalan ni. Okay, now ni equation line and plane intersects. Determine whether the line and plane intersect. If so, find the point of intersection. Question number 9. Question 9. Okay, baca betul-betul. Soalan ni dia tanya line dengan plane. Line versus plane sekarang ni. Nak test the intersect, apa kita kena buat?
Parallel vector darab parallel normal vector equal to 0.
Okay. So kalau nak test the parallel, V dot N, parallel, saya repeat balik. Kalau parallel test antara line versus plane, V dot N mesti equals to 0. Okay, kalau dia tak 0 maksudnya dia intersect. So dalam kes ni soalan dia suruh test whether the line and plane intersect, maksudnya kita kena tunjukkan dia tak sama dengan 0. Boleh faham? Sebab kalau sama dengan 0 dia parallel, tapi dalam soalan ni kita nak test dia intersect. So kita kena show kan kalau dia intersect maksudnya V dot N tak sama dengan 0. Okay, so that is answer question A. Okay, line kita ada X equals to 3t, Y equals to 5t, and Z equals to negative t. And then plane, kita ada 2x minus y plus z plus 1 equals to 0. Okay, so now, what is our V?
V equal to 3, 5, negative 1.
Yes, 3, 5, negative 1. Thank you so much. How about N?
2, negative 1, and
Yes, 2, negative 1 and 1. Very good. So now jom kita test. V dot N dapat tak 0? V dot N equals to, okay, 3 multiplied by 2. So we will have 3 multiplied by 2 plus 5 multiplied with negative 1 plus negative 1 multiplied with 1. So we will have 6 minus 5 minus 1. We get 0. So is it parallel or intersect?
Parallel.
Parallel. Okay. Therefore, since V dot N equals to 0, thus the line and plane are parallel. Are parallel. Maksudnya dia tak intersect lah. Not intersect. So kita buat soalan B lah. Sebab saya nak ajar cari intersection point. Okay, look at question B. Equation 9b. Okay, give me the V. What is the V?
1,
1, 3, 4. Okay, good. How about the normal vector?
1, -1.
1, -1 and 4. Okay, so we need to show that V dot N not equals to 0 sekarang ni So V dot N, okay, 1 times 1 plus 3 times -1 plus 4 times 4. So 1 minus 3 plus 16 equals to -2 plus 16 should be 14, isn't it? So not equals to 0. V dot N not equal to 0, thus not parallel. Not parallel, therefore the line and plane are intersect. Therefore, they are intersect. Okay. So now nak cari point of intersection. Macam mana nak cari point of intersection? Konsep dia guys, point. Bila cari point maksudnya you need to find coordinate x, y and z. So how do we find the coordinate x, y dan z? Macam mana nak cari? Any idea from my brilliant students? Macam mana guys? Tak apa, salah pun tak apa, saya terima.
Substitute the equation of line to the plane.
Yes, very good. We need to substitute equation of line into the plane. Very good. Okay, find the point of intersection. Substitute equation of line into the plane. Okay, so kita ada x minus y plus 4z, x minus y plus 4z equals to 7. So x adalah 1 plus t. So 1 plus t minus y is -1 plus 3t. And then plus 4z is 2 plus 4t. Okay, so maksudnya masukkan equation of line dalam equation of plane equals to 7. So let us expand this one guys. We will have 1 plus t minus plus 1. So minus 3t plus 8 plus 16t. Kalau saya tersilap beritahu 7. So apa ni? T tolak 3t -2. -2 jadi 14t. 1 plus 1 2. 2 plus 8 10. 7 minus 10 -3. T equals to -3 over 14, isn't it? Dapat tak?
Dapat.
Okay. So what happened next? Dah dapat titik T ni? Dah dapat titik T. Dah dapat nilai T ni, what happened?
Substitute in
Substitute x, y, z. Yes, very good. Thus, we will have x equals to 1 plus t. So 1 plus -3 over 14. 14 tolak 3. So 11 over 14 lah kan? And then y equals to, betul lah. Y equals to -1 plus 3t, -1 plus 3t, -3 over 14 equals to, dapat berapa ni guys? Cuba kira-kira. Z equals to 2 plus 4t. -3 over 14. -1 minus 9 over 14. -23, ya ke? Over 14. Betul Yang set tu apa nilai dia? 2, 4. Negatif 12 per 14.
8/7.
8/7. Betul ke jawapan ni? Sekejap, saya tengok sikit. Question number 9B. Betul 9B mana dah? Betul lah. Negatif kan? Okay. Okay, very good guys. 14, negative 23/14, 8/7. Okay, that's it. Okay, next. Question mana lagi? Question of plane. Okay, dah 10 sebelah dah. Okay, yang ni sama macam tadi lah. Sama macam equation number 6 14, 15 until 17 ni. As the vector, ini direct tau. Soalan ni, question number 18 is very direct. You are given P0 and you are given the normal vector. So just substitute into the equations, into the formula of equation of plane Question number 19, samalah PQR macam tadi tu. Okay, yang ni 20 ni pun sama juga. Okay, jom kita buat soalan nombor 21 ni. Let's say 21A. Nanti kita buat 21B. Sorry. Dia nak plane. Okay. Question 21. Dia nak equation of plane. Okay, dia kata plane tu passing through P0, the point. So of course we know already from here. Okay, solution. We know already from here this is the P0. 1, negative 2, 3. That is parallel to the plane. Parallel to the plane. So automatically bila plane tu parallel terhadap plane yang kedua ni, bermaksud normal vector untuk the first plane adalah sama dengan normal vector plane yang kedua ni lah. Okay, so in this case we can take the normal vector as 2, 3, negative 1. Macam tu. Okay. Sebab, okay, dia macam ni guys, kalau saya boleh lukis lah. This is the first plane kan? Plane 1. Dia parallel terhadap plane yang kedua, plane 2. So bila dia parallel, normal vector untuk plane 2 ni, saya pakai marker pen biru, normal vector untuk plane 2 ni adalah juga normal vector bagi plane 1 lah kan? You faham tak?
Boleh.
Parallel, boleh imagine Okay. So we can just take it directly from here. Of course, we know that this is our x0, y0, and z0, and then this is our a, b, and c. So tak apalah. Substitute into the equation here. Does ax plus by plus cz. So ax 2x plus by 3y plus cz. So minus z sebab c negative 1. Plus d equals to 0 where d equals to negative ax0 1 times 2 plus negative 2 times 3 plus 3 times negative 1. So we will have negative 2 minus 6 minus 3. So 2 minus 6 is negative 4 minus 3 negative 7, positive 7 isn't it? Therefore, the equation of plane is 2x plus 3y minus z plus 7 equals to 0. Betul tak? 21E. 21. Betul tu, sama lah Ni cuma dipindahkan, sama je. This just the same. Cuma dipindah 7 tu ke sebelah kanan, so jadi negative 7. Okay, jom kita tengok soalan question number 21B. 21B. Okay, baca betul-betul ayat ni. The plane that contains the line and is perpendicular. Question 21B. Kalau you baca betul-betul ayat tu, apa yang you faham? Dia nak equation of plane. Okay, so from here we can have what? The first information yang kita boleh extract daripada statement ni. Apa first information yang kita ada?
Jam 2A.
2A pula. Masya Allah. Cut. Sorry lah guys, petang-petang ni. Sekejap Kenapa dia tak keluar? Sekejap saya ambil ni. Copy. Thank you. Ni. Okay, dah keluar pun dia. Okay. Apa yang you faham daripada 21B ni?
Vektor dengan normal vektor.
Dia ada, okay. You kena imagine, kita ada satu plane tau. Ni plane pertama lah. Saya lukis ni just roughly lah Let's say this is the first plane. Ni plane 1. Plane 1. Dekat plane 1 ni dia ada satu garisan. Garisan yang parallel dengan dia. Okay. And then plane ni juga perpendicular to the second plane. Dia perpendicular to the second plane. Okay, let's say this is the second plane. Dia perpendicular. And then perpendicular, okay, plane yang kedua ni guys, plane yang kedua ni, dia ada satu perpendicular vector lah. You faham tak? Untuk dapatkan plane yang kedua ni, macam mana saya cakap Untuk dapatkan plane yang kedua ni, ini adalah normal vector untuk plane yang kedua kan? And 2 lah bisa kata macam ni. So 1, -1, 1. Okay? So plane yang kedua ni, perpendicular ni, sekejap. Aku pen biru ni. Normal vector ni, dia bukan normal vector bagi first plane tau. Faham tak? Sebab plane, the first plane, dia perpendicular dengan plane yang kedua. Okay? So sekarang ni, okay, kita tahu line biru ni, line ni dia berada pada first plane. So automatically plane yang pertama ni dia punya parallel vector. Plane yang pertama ni dia adalah parallel terhadap vector, kalau kita boleh cari vector V tu, dia adalah 1, -4, 2, isn't it? Betul tak?
Ya, betul.
Okay, so maklumat daripada normal plane, normal vector untuk plane yang kedua ni apa maksud dia? Maksud dia apa guys? Dia adalah parallel vector yang parallel juga terhadap plane yang pertama tadi. Tapi dia bukan normal vector bagi plane yang pertama.
Oh no.
Okay, you faham tak guys? Dia macam ni. Sebab nak form equation of plane, dia kena ada normal vector, betul? Okay, plane yang pertama dia perpendicular, sudut dia 90 darjah dengan plane yang kedua. Okay, normal vector yang kedua ni juga adalah parallel vector bagi plane yang pertama. So we have 2 parallel vector sekarang ni untuk plane yang pertama tu. Sebab dia perpendicular. Okay, which is equals to 1, -1 and 1. So kita kena cari betul-betul normal vector untuk first plane tu. Okay, so in order to find the normal vector of the first plane, we should do the cross product. Macam tu. Okay, so kita pun buatlah. I, J, K. Ni plus, minus, plus. Saya pakai biru lah pula, tak apa So kita ada 1, -4 and 2. Lagi satu kita ada 1, -1 and 1. Okay, so bila kita solvekan ni, normal vector ni equals to, again close the first column. We are crossing the second and third column. So cross yang ni, -4 times 1 minus -1 times 2. This is for I. And then untuk J minus, jangan lupa letak negatif dekat depan. Close the second column, so 1 times 1 minus 1 times 2. And then K tambah balik. So tutup kolom ketiga. 1 times negative 1 minus 1 times negative 4. So we will have apa ni? Negative 4 plus 2i minus 1 minus 2j plus negative 1 plus 4k. So we will have negative 2i minus 1 plus j lah. And then plus 3k. So kita ada normal vector equals to negative 2, 1 and 3. Macam ni. Okay. So now guys, what is our P naught untuk soalan ni? Apa P naught kita? Kita nak ambil daripada mana? Come on, my brilliant students. Nak ambil daripada mana ni? P naught.
Negatif 2.
Pandai. We choose from the line. Yes, negative 2, 2 and 4. That is our P naught. Okay, P naught is negative 2, 2, 4. Very good. So P naught kita ambil daripada negative 2, 2, 4. Itu kan, negative 2, 2, 4. So the equation of line, of line pula, of plane is KA x naught. This is your A, B, C lah. And bawahnya adalah x naught, y naught and z naught. So A, B, C, A x naught negative 2x plus by, ax plus by, so plus y plus cz. So 3z plus d equals to 0. Calculate your d, where d equals to negative ax naught, negative 2 times negative 2 plus 1 times 2 plus 3 times 4. Negative 4 plus 2 plus 12. 4, 2, 6, 18 kan? Negative 18. Okay. So we will have this negative 2x plus y plus 3z minus 18 equals to 0 like this. Betul tak jawapan dia? Question 21B. 21B. Ni, samalah lebih kurang lah. Copy. Sama lah kan? Dia cuma pindahkan negatif tu je. Okay. So that's it. That's the answer for this question. Okay. Boleh guys?
Boleh.
Okay, good. Very good. So next. Find the plane through that is perpendicular to the line. Ini lagi senang. Ini direct sikit 21C. Sebab dia kata perpendicular to the line. So automatically vektor yang parallel terhadap line ni, of course dia akan jadi normal vector lah. So for question number 21C, okay, P naught is 2, negative 3, 1. And then normal vector directly ambil daripada line. 2, negative 1 and negative 1. Macam tu lah. Okay, question number 21C. Alright. Next, distance between two planes. Okay, between the point and plane also direct. Sebab formula distance tadi adalah ax naught plus by naught plus cz naught plus d divides by square root of a squared plus b squared plus c squared. So you hanya perlu ambil yang ni adalah ganti dalam formula je guys. This one x naught, y naught, z naught, and then this one a, b, c. Okay, tapi make sure your 6 ni pindah ke sebelah kiri. So your D will be -6. Yes, very good. You pindahkan ke sebelah kiri Alright, saya tak nak jawab soalan nombor 22 ni, because very easy, just ganti dalam formula je. Jom kita buat soalan nombor 23, mencabar sikit. Question number 23. So question number 22, just plug in the values guys, boleh faham Masuk nilai je dalam formula.
Yeah.
Okay, so jom kita buat question number 23, tricky sikit lah. Question 23. Distance between two planes. Okay, again, let's say we solve question. Okay, you choose one, A or B, it's up to you. Saya follow je satu soalan.
A.
Alright, so kita buat soalan A, question 23A. Alright, let's say plane 1. Plane 1, we have equation 3x plus 2y minus z equals to 6. And then plane 2, kita ada negative 3x minus 2y plus z equals to 12. Okay guys, cara dia macam ni. Kalau tadi soalan nombor 22 tadi, dia dah bagi siap-siap dah. P0 dengan normal vector. Okay, in this case, kalau you ambil P0 daripada first plane, okay, kalau you consider P0 from the first plane, make sure you consider normal vector from the second plane. Okay, saya repeat, kalau you ambil nilai P0 daripada first plane, make sure you ambil nilai N daripada second plane, or vice versa. Okay, kalau you consider P0 daripada second plane, make sure you ambil normal vector daripada first plane. Maksudnya ialah guys, you cannot take both P0 dengan N from the same plane. Dia tak jadi distance lah. Boleh?
Boleh.
Okay, so dia mesti salah satu. You kena ambil maklumat tu daripada salah satu plane tu lah. Okay, let's say now. Let's say we want to consider P0 from plane 1. Macam mana nak cari titik P0 daripada plane 1 ni guys? Okay, the easiest way is by using the intercept form. Okay, use intercept form. Kita ada 3x plus 2y minus z equals to 6. So divide everything by 6. We will have x over 2 plus y over 3 minus z over 6 equals to 1. Macam tu kan? So kalau kita plot, kita punya graph 3D ni, plane kita ni. Okay, we have x, y and z. So x equals to 2, letak 2, y equals to 3, and then z equals to negative 6. Kat bawah ni, negative 6. So this is the plane. So daripada plane ni, you ada berapa koordinat ni yang you boleh nampak? 3 koordinat. Ada 3 koordinat. Kan senang tu. So yang ni dia akan jadi koordinat yang bawah sekali ni, dia adalah 0, 0, negative 6, isn't it? Yang sebelah kiri ni, koordinat dia apa?
2, 0, 0.
Yes, 2, 0, 0. Okay, very good. And the last one is 0, 3, 0. Pada part CY kan? Okay, so you ada 3 koordinat. So sekarang ni it's up to you. You nak ambil which one? Terpulang. Mana-mana pun boleh. All will give you the same answer. Don't worry. So sekarang you pilih. You nak yang mana ni antara 3 titik ni? Saya follow je. Which one guys you nak?
0, 0, negatif 6.
Nak ambil yang ni? Boleh. Jom kita ambil yang ni. Okay, so we consider P0. Zero, 0, negative 6. Okay, now normal vector. we have to consider normal vector from the second plane. Okay, so we should consider -3, -2 and 1. Kan? So kita ada -3, -2 and 1. Okay, so now D nak ambil berapa nilai D? D sama dengan apa guys dalam kes kita ni? D equals to what? -12. Yes, very good. Sebab 12 ni you kena pindahkan ke sebelah kiri. So dia jadi D equals to -12. Okay, so we take this equals to -12. So just substitute into the formula of distance. Just as simple as that. EX0 plus BY0 plus CZ0 plus D over square root of A squared plus B squared plus C squared. Macam tu. So yang ni apa? Ini X0, Y0 dengan Z0. Yang ni you punya A, B, C. Yang ni you punya D. So ganti di dalam formula je guys. We will have AX0 -3 times 0 is 0 plus -2 times 0 also 0 plus C. C is 1. 1 times -6 and then -12 over, you order calculator guys, A squared -3 squared plus -2 squared plus 1 squared. So kita ada 0, 0, -6, -18 divides by square root of 9 tambah 4, 13, 1, 14. So modulus of -18 should be like this lah, square root 14. You should get this. Question number 23A. Betul kan? Sama kan tadi? Ya.
Betul.
Betul, okey. Saya takut saya tersilap kira je petang-petang ni. Samalah. Okay. So understand guys? This question?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Kalau you gantikan 200, agak dapat jawapan sama tak? Cuba gantikan 200. Tadi kita ganti 006. Kalau ganti 200. So 2 kat depan. Let's say saya pakai ni So 2 times x0 -3 plus 0 minus 12. Sama kan? -6, -12, itu 18. Samalah. Kan? Sama juga. So it's up to you lah guys. Dalam test nanti terpulang nak ambil point yang mana satu. Okay guys, did you understand?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Alright.
Yeah.
So I will